we could see a tropical storm or hurricane landfall within the next 7 days. Early October might come with a nice cool down for the east, and there is the potential for more severe thunderstorms today through portions of southern Texas up through the Mississippi and Tennessee Valley. It's September 24th, 2025. Let's get into the weather updates. What you're looking at here is our latest OOZ Euro model run, and it brings two tropical cyclones right next to each other towards the east coast of the US, bringing one into land and then potentially throwing one out to sea. Now, what we're looking at here is only about 6 days away, but not every model, of course, sees this playing out the same way. Our latest GFS run actually has our system out to the east, combining with our western system and becoming a much larger storm before moving up to the north and then eventually back out to sea. Now, this would be an extremely powerful hurricane out here, and it could give us some potential issues with storm surge, beach erosion, things like that. But this would be a best case scenario, obviously keeping it off land. The Google DeepMind AI model did see both of these disturbances almost a week out, so it's been pretty accurate up to this point. And what concerns me is it does have a lot of members with a potential landfall somewhere along the east coast or potentially even out in the Gulf. We can clearly see that as well when we look at our latest European ensembles. Again, a ton of members bring this potential cyclone into the coast. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we have seen a lot of models thinking we could get some more activity in the Caribbean and Gulf, and this latest GFS run does throw a major hurricane into the Gulf in about 10 to 14 days. Again, this is very far down in the model run, so do I think this exact situation is going to happen? No, but we need to keep a close watch on the Gulf and Caribbean. I'll continue to keep you guys updated on the tropics. At about 150 to 160 hours out, the European model does see some troughing entering the east. This could bring a big cool down for New England, the mid-Atlantic, and potentially even the southeast. You can see here as we get into September 30th, October 1st, October 2nd, October 3rd. This would be a nice break from the heat for many of you out here. And I say it all the time, I love when we have model agreement. Model consensus is extremely important for knowing how likely an event is to occur, and the GFS agrees basically on the same timeline. And here we go, we have another threat for severe weather today, stretching from portions of southern Texas up through the Mississippi and Tennessee Valley. Right now, it is just a marginal risk, and it is mainly hail and wind driven. The SPC does think there's less than a 2% chance for tornadoes today, although as we get into the afternoon, look for those afternoon updates. Sometimes they will add those tornado risk zones or upgrade the severe threat. It does look like strong to severe thunderstorms will begin to initiate around mid to late afternoon, and then we could see those moving off to the east as we get into the late evening hours. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or sub. I make posts like this every day, and I stream 5 days a week to try and answer all of your weather related questions. I'll see you in the next video.